Hey y'all, welcome to the Road to Cowgirls at the Cowboy, where I'm taking you behind the scenes with me as I saddle up with the ladies of Cowgirls at the Cowboy, the nation's first and only 3-night all-female country music festival at Jackson Hole's iconic Million Dollar Cowboy Bar. I'm your host, Jenny Tolman. I'm a country music artist, songwriter, and the host and curator of Cowgirls at the Cowboy. And I'm so happy that you're here. Y'all, we have such a treat on the show today. She was named the Fiddle Player of the Year at the 2023 Canadian Country Music Awards. She is one half of award-winning sister duo Twin Kennedy, and she is also my fiddle player who I get to share the stage with at Cowgirls at the Cowboy and every other show that we play together. And she is so special to me. We have Miss Julie Kennedy here today.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. This is so perfect. I can't wait. Like we were talking about earlier, usually when I have the artists come on, I've only ever met them like once or twice, or maybe not even, like meeting them that day. So it's so nice to sit here and I'm like, oh, it's Julie. I can
We're just hanging out like normal. Yeah, it's so nice.
Yes. So we're so excited to have you at Cowgirls at the Cowboy playing on stage. She's the only girl in the band, so it makes total sense that we would have you on the show. And you got to go last year for the first time.
I know. Oh my goodness. It was out of a postcard. I know everybody says that, but yeah, I cannot wait to be back.
Yes,
and
we're so excited to have you.
Bring my family this time.
I know.
We are gonna soak in all the beauty. It is, it's truly just like a perfect paradise.
I agree. And you know that about me. I'm like, I have all the things to say about Jackson Hole. But I also want to bring up, you are the first Canadian to have on the show ever.
Very cool.
Yes. So I want to talk about, because obviously Canadian Country Music Awards, let's go back to growing up in Canada and your music upbringing and just how you got into music.
Well, I mean, Canada is also a perfect paradise, I would say. I grew up in the mountains, so I think that's why Jackson Hole feels, especially like home. And I grew up in a tiny town. It's called Powell River, and it is so isolated that you have to take a ferry boat to get off the inlet and to get into any major city. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, tiny town, but they have the most amazing music community. So there's an international orchestral academy, an international choral festival, all in this beautiful little town, and that's where I got to grow up. So the best place as a budding musician because we just had the chance to play everywhere that we could. Yeah.
What got you into playing fiddle?
You know what? I still distinctly remember seeing this girl on TV playing the fiddle. I can still picture her. I was little. I was probably 5. And then I just, the next day, begged my mom and dad for lessons. And my mom had taken violin lessons for years and hated it.
Oh,
and so she was like, no, Julie, I don't think you're going to like this. Yeah. And I was like, no, please, please. And so they gave me lessons. And the first day I came home, I was like, twinkle, twinkle. Yeah. And my mom was like, how are you, my daughter?
Oh.
Yeah. Now I'm a professional violinist and fiddle player, and it's wild. But yeah, that's it. I saw it, and I just knew. And isn't that wild? You get this, like, soul feeling of just, like, that is it.
Your
and
purpose.
Here we are.
Okay, so you just said violinist and fiddle. What is the difference? Let's, settle this debate. And what do you prefer to be called?
Oh, I love both.
Okay.
But this is a question I get asked often, which is, what's the difference between violin and fiddle? And I like to pretend that they're two different things so that I'm like super multi-talented, but no, it's actually the exact same instrument. So it's whatever style you're playing. So if I'm playing classical music, call it a violin. If I'm playing country music, if I'm playing with Jenny Tolman, call it the fiddle. My sister likes to say a violin has strings and a fiddle has strangs.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
There you go.
when she's in Jackson Hole, she's got strangs.
Yeah, I do.
I love that. So were you singing before playing, or did they happen together?
Yeah,
where did that?
I've never been asked that. I love that. Well, singing since I was tiny with my sister. Like, I think we say we were singing out of the womb.
Yeah.
And then I started on piano. And then, my main main love, my true love, violin, was like once I was 7. So I think it kind of all went together by the time I picked up the fiddle. And then my family all plays, so we had a family band. And my dad would play guitar, my twin sister would play guitar, my little sister would sing, and we would just play at basically whatever community event would have us. Yep. We were the Kennedy family band.
I didn't realize that either. Okay, so that leads into perfectly having a sister duo.
Yeah.
With your identical twin, which she just mentioned.
It is pretty cool.
Very uncommon in the normal world, but then you add it to music, you're like...
It's really handy.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I sing backups for you, and I feel like we blend pretty great. But then, if you have a twin, it's built in, so. Yeah.
And when did Twin Kennedy start? Has that been since you guys were little, or did you make, like, a more professional decision as you got older?
Yeah, it was out of university. Like, once we finished music school, we did classical music school, and then once we were like, oh, we love songs with lyrics, and we love... strings. Then we came up with the name and it stuck. Yeah.
And so were you playing country music as the family band growing up? Where did country come in?
Yeah, country from the get-go. Like did you listen to country when you were little? Yeah. That was what we had on always. Yeah. So we would have the Canadian country countdown. Is what we had, and we would like record it on discs. Like,
oh my gosh.
What are they called? Cassettes.
Yeah.
We would like record the whole thing so we could listen back and then write out all the lyrics. Like this was before, you could just search them.
So
and we'd write them out by hand, and we would get so invested in what the number one song was. Sometimes we were happy and sometimes we were not.
Shania was a major inspiration to you guys.
Oh, yeah. We were very proud she was from Canada. She was my first big stadium show.
Really?
Yeah. And then she had all the fiddle players. So I was like, okay.
You're like, okay, this is what I'm doing.
I'm great. Check. Life plan.
Yes. Okay, so you started the duo out of university. At what point... were you guys like, we're going to go to Nashville? Because that's a huge step to take from a whole other country.
I know. It's wild because it is literally across the continent and then into a new country and a total different culture because I'm from the West Coast. So it was...
very far.
I think we did the drive over a matter of a few days.
You drove?
Oh, yeah. We packed up our like little Mazda 3 car. We filled it with instruments and... shoes, and that was about it. And we drove, but we had been to the Country Music Awards a few years, and a songwriter there who is really prolific, incredible songwriter, Tim Taylor, he's Canadian, and he took our little EP that we had and listened to it and said, I think you girls should go to Nashville. And I'm so grateful to him because he's the reason that, we made the move eventually. Like, we started coming back and forth for many years before we actually got the paperwork and everything in order so we could actually move. But it's really from him suggesting it. And then, we came once. I can still remember, like, the day landing here. And I guess you wouldn't have this feeling because you were born here, right? It's just amazing. But I remember the first time landing, and I'd never been. And we just landed in the airport, and something was just like, this feels like home. Oh. It was magical. Like, I can relive that feeling, and it was incredible. And then it took many years till we actually moved, but it was amazing. And then so many dreams came true moving here. So
oh my
it's
gosh.
wild.
What was it like once you were finally here, like getting adjusted and figuring out? Because I know that obviously we've got country music in Canada and America, but they're two very different and pretty separate, like, entities when it actually comes to working together most of the time. So what were those differences like in, navigating the change just from moving here?
From Canada to the U.S. I mean, just being in a new country alone, I think is a bit of a culture shock.
Right,
and coming to the South, which I love, the fried food and all that. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are just... know how to do hospitality as well. Like, and as Canadians, we like to think that, we like to be really friendly too. So I think that part was wonderful. Like, it felt, that's what made it feel homey. But music wise, I mean, music is music.
Yeah.
So I feel like that transferred beautifully. But being in a place like this where you're surrounded by just like-minded souls.
Yeah.
Which is wild because we're from a totally different country. And yeah, like I said, across the continent, but we all love the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it just, all of that felt easy. Figuring out immigration is another story.
Yeah. Yeah. What year was this that you guys moved?
I'm trying to think I think it was 2016.
Okay.
So we're coming up on 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then the best way really to figure out immigration is to meet your true love, make sure he's American, and then marry him. And so that's what I did.
Somebody call him 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't in the initial plan, but it worked great.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And we love Rusty. Rusty is Julie's husband. He's the best. And we'll get into
I think so too.
to him and the rest of your family in a little bit. I want to ask, because you moved, okay, so 2016, 2020, where the world went crazy for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone.
What, did you guys have to go back to Canada? Did you get to stay here? What was...
Yeah, I mean, we legally had to go back because our visa was such that you had to leave the country and re-enter once a year. Okay. So even though we weren't supposed to travel, we had to. So I remember we had to go back to Canada, and there was one point where we had to quarantine for 2 full weeks.
Oh my gosh.
So my mom was out they have a beautiful place out in the country, so us 3 girls went out there, and we had a 2-week staycation. Yeah. And then, it was a wild time.
Yeah.
And then we had to do that each year that the rules were tight.
But then could you come back in once you had done that?
Yeah. Because we were still able to get a visa, which was really lucky. Yeah. I know there's lots of stories where that wasn't the case. Yeah. So, we were very blessed.
So what were you doing during that time once you got to Nashville? Are you guys playing shows? Are you starting to co-write? I know you play on lots of people's music as well, outside of your own, obviously. And so what did that journey, the beginning of your Nashville journey, look like? Just jumping right in?
Yeah, it was. Because we'd come quite a bit already. And so we had met some great writers, and so a lot of songwriting. And we were touring a ton. So my sister and I, we were touring full-time. So that was... this was our home base, but then it's a lot easier to tour from here than where we were before. Yeah. And just getting to explore a lot of small towns in the U.S. was really cool. Yeah. And get to play all over. I think I've been now to, I'm losing track, I think 42 of the states. So it's pretty good.
Whoa. I know. Oh my gosh.
Good for a little Canadian girl.
That's amazing. What are ones that you haven't been to? Off the top of your head, a couple.
Illinois, which is on the list.
We're crossing that off. We're going to Illinois soon. November 22nd, I want to say. Somewhere in that ballpark. We'll get it down.
In that ballpark. Yeah. And I haven't seen a lot of the East Coast. I want to go to Maine and
I was just in Maine last week.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I need to take you there.
Yeah. Okay. On the list.
I'm taking notes.
So yeah.
I love that. All right, so Rusty, when did you meet your husband? What year was that?
I met him in 2018, so it only took me 2 years. It was pretty good, yeah.
This is a good run.
Yeah, it was a pretty successful move. Yeah, I met him, believe it or not, from online dating.
Really?
Yeah, which I was like, I'm never doing that. Yeah. Because as musicians, we meet people all the time. But then my sister met her now husband, and so I was like, okay, I'll try this for a month. And then he, unknowingly, was doing the same thing. His friend had forced him to do the same sign up, and he was like, I'll do it for a month. And we met each other.
Oh my gosh.
Wrap it up. Cancel.
Well, that was easy.
Cancel the online profile and call it forever. I know.
Oh
it's pretty cool.
Gosh.
Pretty cool.
That makes me so happy. He's such a good guy, and he's so handy too. He builds everything. He's a carpenter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he does that on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's very talented, so I get him to just design up all the things in the music room and beyond. So it's quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know somebody else has done similar work down here. A
little bit of stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I want to talk about one of the most inspiring things about you and just your incredible story. For those of you who do not know, Julie was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2022.
That's right.
Correct. And talking about Rusty, it was so important to you guys to get married that you guys got married. And, like, what was the timeline like that?
I just started chemo, so I'd done one chemo and we got married that weekend. Yeah. But we planned
the
it.
most beautiful photos.
Thank you. Gosh. That was all because of my best friend who found us a photographer the night before, because it was planned with about 12 hours notice.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
And well, that just goes to show Julie's such a beautiful person, as you can tell just by the way that she's been talking right now, but the people around you, how much everyone loves you so much and cares about you. And when that news came out, you know, they rallied around you in an instant.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like, I got to see the most beautiful side of, I feel like, the world, because you just see your community come together, and they really did for us.
And
so
it was amazing. Imagine the just like utter shock of finding that out. You know,
it is. It's something you just don't. Nobody thinks that's a possibility in your 30s. You just, I mean, I totally, you take your health for granted. Like, I'd barely been to a doctor. Yeah. Didn't worry about healthcare down here.
Yeah, right.
And then, it's really devastating, of course.
And what got you through that?
Well, the people, like you say. My husband, for sure, my family. I think it is the people the most, and great doctors, and just a lot of faith.
Yeah. And we are very excited to say that Julie has been cancer-free for how long now?
Oh, my goodness. So my cancerversary, we call it, is coming up in November. It'll be 3 years since my diagnosis. Let me do the math. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So it's, it could almost be to the day that it's like 2 years since I got the cancer-free.
Oh, wow.
I need to look at my calendar. Isn't that great that I don't
I was just about to say, I love that that's not, like, in your mind.
Oh, that actually makes me happy. Yeah.
Yes.
That I don't know the exact day.
Because I remember when I first met you, you had, I want to say, like, just, like, a month prior. Been cancer-free, like, officially.
I know, you met me when my hair was, like, here.
And you were so beautiful. I remember Julie walked in. Okay, so it was, Callie was having a girls' night. Callie McCullough, who's another amazing Canadian artist. She was having a girls' night, and she had invited me out, and, oh my gosh, we were sitting down, and all of a sudden, this, like, beautiful girl walks in this flowing yellow dress.
I love you for remembering that.
She? And it's
Julie. I thought the same thing about you.
Oh, you're so sweet. But she sat down. She was just the happiest person ever, and you had such great energy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this girl. And then I heard your story, and I was like, excuse me? Like, how does that happen to somebody like this?
Thank you.
That's not supposed to happen.
I still, like, sometimes I don't believe that it's real. Like,
well, you know what? I feel like, just from an outsider's perspective, your outlook on life and the way that you are so positive and you are so loving, and I don't think you have a, like, mean bone in your body. So affects your physical health, and so
Thanks.
I could totally believe that just who you are, your body's like, oh no, you think you're gonna be in here? No,
we got it. We got this. That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm super grateful.
I mean, you're a walking miracle.
Thanks.
And we have another. He's not quite walking yet.
It's true.
But we have another miracle upstairs napping. Hopefully, maybe. Your sweet baby boy, TL.
It's true. Thomas Larry. He was born just 2.5 months ago, which is wild.
Crazy. I'm applauding that you're sitting here right now, and you look so gorgeous and put together. I did not look like this 2.5 months after
I'm not wearing pajamas. But I was putting my makeup on this morning, and I was like, I don't know if I remember how to do this. So thanks.
No, you look gorgeous.
Thanks so much. Yeah, he is literally the biggest dream come true. That we didn't know was possible. Because I was told that it was never going to happen for us because of all the chemotherapy that I did and all the treatment. And then we proved them wrong.
I mean, and it was pretty instant,
It was. Right after Jackson Hole is when I found out I was pregnant.
So I think you were pregnant in Jackson.
Yes,
we didn't know it.
I found out literally the day that I got home from Jackson Hole. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I can still remember, like, the night after we played your show, and you had all this, like, pizza, I think. And at the time, I was doing, like, my fasting, and I, like, wasn't eating past 6 p.m. for 2 years. And then that night, suddenly, I was like, I am so hungry. Like, I was like, I need to eat all this pizza. And something about it, like, I just let myself. Yeah. And then I get home and I find out,
oh my gosh.
That's why I'm pregnant. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So now we get to bring TL to Jackson Hole. Yes. This year it's like full circle. I know. We get to tour with our baby.
This is so special. You guys, we're just like sitting here gushing because going on the road with people that you love is so special to begin with. And you become family with your bandmates, with your crew, whoever's on tour with you. And then when you get to bring your like real life family out on the road together and create those memories together, it means the absolute world. And the fact that we're sitting here and that you've overcome so much to get to this point, and you are, I mean, award-winning, a beautiful wife and mother on the road. I mean, I'm going to start crying if I start talking about that too much. Nice. Okay, so all of that to say she's amazing, as we know, but I want to talk even more about music. And clearly you're a very talented fiddle player, violinist, as we said, with the Canadian Country Music Awards. Talk to me about that night. Oh my goodness. Yes. The Country Music Awards. Yeah. So it's like the CMA is down here, but we have the Canadian version. That was a total, pinch me career moment for sure. 'Cause I think that anyone that goes to an award show, you do not expect it. In fact, I had not written a speech. I had nothing prepared, but magically that year, and only that year, is the year that my parents came to the Country Music Awards with us. Yeah, because I just... had you been nominated before? Yeah. Okay. But this specific year, I think it's partly because I had just finished treatment and we wanted to celebrate something. Yeah. And so my parents came, my husband came, we're newly married. Yeah. And so, one of my best friends, we're sitting at the table, we were all together. So that was really cool. Yeah. For that to be the night where I won the award was, so special. Oh my gosh. So it was like a blur. And then I walked up and I said something, and then you're like, what just happened? It was really cool. I think any time that you get recognized by your community, it means so much. And for me, I have 2 homes now. Canada's always home, and so for them to say, good job, we like what you're doing, that was, it was incredible. It's just a whole different level of like vote of confidence. Yeah. Of you're doing something right. And it is. That's on the right path. It is. Yeah. You're meant to do this. Keep going. Yeah. Keep fiddling. Especially after, what you went through, and having that kind of just be such a beautiful way to close that chapter and start back again on such a high note. Yeah. I love that. It's like, thanks. You couldn't write that better. It really is perfect. It does kind of feel like a movie sometimes. But then you were some of my first shows back on tour. Really? Yeah. After that I'd totally finished all my treatment. Yeah. I think you were some of the first tour dates. Aww. Yeah. And I remember like sitting in my music room and listening to your music and to learn it all and just thinking it's amazing, of course, and just thinking this is so freaking fun. Aww. And just having so much joy rehearsing, and then we get together and the whole band is they're all just we have the best awesome band guys. Ever. Yeah. Like it literally is just all these wonderful humans. The happiest people on the planet. Like that was something that was so important to me. Because being on the road, it can get wearing and all of that, and personalities can clash. And so I just had been like praying for so long. I just want such a like positive group of people to be around, especially once I had Bear, and he's coming on the road. You want to surround your child with positive energy. And you guys just, like, it all came together so magically and so perfectly, and you are the absolute cherry on top of that. Could not have, like, asked for a better human to join the band, so we're so grateful to have you. I'm so happy to be a part. It's such an amazing group of people, and with you. Oh my gosh. You're the cherry on, like, you're the whole top. Well, I'm nothing without the cherry.
Thanks. I love that.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so I've gushed about you in lots of different ways, but not this one yet. You are a fantastic songwriter, and you won the grand prize in the John Lennon songwriting contest.
Pretty cool.
Like, okay, casual.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, once or twice.
That was really cool. That was with a song I wrote with my twin sister, Carly, and then one of my dear friends and a mutual friend is Brian Donkers.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
no way.
fellow Canadian. So it was a song we wrote, and I'd submitted it, and they didn't even know. Yeah. And then when we won together, it was, really special.
That's amazing. Brian is one of the first people I ever co-wrote with.
Really? Oh, well, you did well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I remember,
he's a gem.
It's so funny because he's really probably one of the first like Canadians I had ever interacted with a lot. And I was like, you say sorry. Like, it's such an interesting
and like, oh yeah. And I'm trying to think of the other things.
What was the song?
It's called Secondhand Gold. Yeah. It was on a record of a Twin Kennedy record.
Yeah.
It was Carly's title. And it was one of those writes where she kept giving us the idea. We're like, cool idea, Carly, but let's write something else. And then finally we came back to it. It was, I'm getting too old for secondhand gold. Sift in sand for a heart to hold. And it's just, I'll have to play it for you. I haven't sang it in a while. But it's a special one.
That's amazing. Well, you have so many special gifts that you share with not only the world, but our band and the people that we get to play in front of. And I'm just so grateful that you've been a part of this for, gosh, I guess it's been over a year now.
I know.
That we've been playing together.
Did we pass our anniversary?
I think so. We need to celebrate.
What is, I guess, like, Jackson Hole was... that wasn't our first gig, but
it's a good anniversary place.
I feel like that's a good place for us to celebrate.
I'll share. I'll have 2 Jackson Hole anniversaries.
No
because my husband and I got married in Jackson Hole.
That's a slightly bigger one, but it's really cool, and it's such a total honor to get to play with you and to get to be in beautiful places like that. It's going to be really special.
It's going to be so fun. And I'm so grateful that you came on the show today too.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And before we say goodbye, I have something for you. Ladies, do we have it?
Is it my baby?
We do have him too.
Yeah.
So we've talked about your sister duo, Twin Kennedy. Are there any plans for some new music from you guys touring next year? What does that look like? I know you have a new baby, so it's crazy to think about future too far right now.
But we have been writing. We've been writing some kids' songs.
Oh, really?
Which is fun. So that is something that we're tossing around.
Yeah.
And I'm touring with this really amazing artist. You might have heard of her. She's incredible. Jenny Tolman. So
my gosh.
That's on the books real soon. I'm very excited for that.
I'm excited about that one too. Oh, well, that's so awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you for being a part of my family on the road and in real life. I love you so much, and I'm
love you too.
So grateful to have you. Y'all, if you're coming to Jackson Hole, be on the lookout for this beautiful curly head of hair up on stage. It is
wild, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I love it. And be on the lookout for anything new coming from Twin Kennedy. And we will see you in Jackson Hole in October. Okay, so before you leave, we have a little something special for you. Lane Boots has gifted all of the girls playing.
Oh my goodness.
With a special pair of boots, so.
They are beautiful even in the box. Should I open
Check them out? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Like, how does this open? Yeah, it's like you know me. Oh my goodness. Look at these. Oh,
gorgeous!
Wow. Look at the bottoms. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to wear these on stage with you.
Blue bottoms, matching blue bottom boots.
Oh, we're going to be so cute. I cannot wait. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you to Lane Boots for our gorgeous boots. Thank y'all so much for listening. Tickets are now on sale for Cowgirls at the Cowboy. I hope to see you there. Visit milliondollarcowboybar.com for more info.